Now you guys are starting to realize how freaking bad coffee is, decaf, or any caffeinated drinks. First, I told you about how bad it was, then I told you what you could drink instead. But tonight, we're going to talk about remedies to make that transition from coffee to no coffee much easier. Let's get into it. Welcome, everyone. Now, let's get right on into this subject. I want to summarize the reason why coffee is so bad again. So let's go through the list. All right, number one, it kicks off adenosine from the adenosine receptors and raises your adrenaline and cortisol. So adenosine is the relaxation hormone that helps you sleep. And because coffee has a half-life of 8 hours, people could take it in the morning, not feel the effects of it in the afternoon, but you can't sleep because your blood sugar is spiked and the cortisol is too high in the bloodstream. That's the first thing. There's more. There is a ton of mycotoxins and mold on this seed. It's not actually a bean. It's just called coffee bean because it looks like one. It's more of a cherry or a seed. And unfortunately, in the process of cultivating this coffee seed, it's just growing tons of nastiness that you can't see with your bare eyes. And if you have a gut dysbiosis, you're just dumping more nasty bacteria into the gut as you're trying to heal the gut. But there's more. Ooh, let's count the ways of chronic dehydration. When you're doing a carnivore and ketogenic diet, you are already battling chronic dehydration. So when you take a diuretic like coffee, now you're urinating even more than normal, even more, losing tons of cellular fluid, which then people will have the by effect of heart palpitations or nausea or vertigo or muscle cramps, facial twitching. Bunch of weird stuff happens when your sodium to potassium ratio is off, and unfortunately, coffee is the dehydrating friggin' machine. And not only that, when you're chronically dehydrated, you get muscle cramps, you feel tired, your blood sugar becomes destabilized. So yeah, I still have more. It's super acidic. People dealing with leaky gut, big massive holes, permeable holes in the small intestinal wall. People with low stomach acid do not do well on this acidic drink. It is so bad if you're dealing with any type of digestive issues, stomach acid issues, leaky gut issues, Crohn's, diverticulitis, sensitive stomach. What a friggin' nightmare. So now you're adding mycotoxins to a leaking gut. The caffeine itself is going to speed up all the yeast and all the garbage. It's super high histamine. And the thing I really don't like about coffee is the tannins in that seed, right? The tannins are going to make you lose a lot of minerals like magnesium, zinc, and iron. Make it make sense because you need them for hormones to actually heal the gut. So these are the main things about coffee. Fucks with your blood sugar. It is so bad on the skin. I can always see that coffee skin with big old pores, and people are drinking too much coffee, and then they're dehydrated, and then they're adding mycotoxin. You can see it. The reason why people tout it is good because it works as a vasodilator, but then it turns into a vasoconstrictor once you try to cut it out. People go through massive headaches and have chronic fatigue, so they become habitually addicted to this drink that's not helping them. There are so many of the antioxidants that are cooked off in the roasting process, so it is a quasi myth that you're going to get so many antioxidants, because you're not. And decaf, use benzoyl chloride, which is a cancer-causing chemical. That's even worse. And if you use water press, you can't get all the caffeine out. So just quit. The question is, how do you quit? Should you do it gradually or cold turkey? Well, it comes down to the individual. I'm a cold turkey person. People, things fire together, they wire together. People who believe that they can do something overnight, like get off their thyroid medication overnight or SSRIs overnight, these people always do better because they're up to here with the nonsense. They're like, I'm done. These people have less reactive symptomology, less that bad things happening when they quit. It's the ones who fear the vasoconstriction, the headaches, the chronic fatigue. Those are the ones that fare 10 times worse. So how do we actually do it? It's, in my opinion, you got to rip the Band-Aid off. But there are some aids to get you through it a little bit more. Here's smooth. A supplement that I've heard is amazing. It's called DLPA. That's the acronym. DL-phenylalanine. They say, now I don't know because I don't drink coffee, that it helps with this vasoconstriction once you quit, so less headaches. It also helps with energy, right? Because it's a precursor to making L-tyrosine. So it's helping you with that coffee flu response once you quit. But to be honest, most people get over those symptoms after 3 days. Most people. Some it's a couple weeks, but that's very rare. Most people who quit can move on within 3 days. Now their chronic fatigue, masking it through coffee, will appear. But eventually that will even go away. So how do you mitigate things? Well, number one, drink enough water, 2 to 3 liters, depending on the individual. Add a little Celtic sea salt under the tongue. Let it dissolve under the tongue. Sometimes drinking a bit of ginger tea if you don't have a histamine response, which coffee is a high histamine. So when you quit, you might want to do a little bit of ginger as long as the ginger is not creating histamine as well. I hope this helps. Comment below. Share this content. Don't forget to check out my video on, I'll try to find it and link it here or there. Don't forget to look at the video on what to drink instead and more in depth of how bad it is for you. And don't be duped. It's going to age you and dehydrate that skin, my people. It's a nightmare. Dehydration on top of dehydration. I can always see that coffee skin. Comment below, share this content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe, because I don't sell a bunch of nonsense, so my videos don't go viral. Make sure to share the content. That's really how people find out about what I'm trying to express. And I'm not trying to be negative or pedantic. I'm just trying to give you alternatives to the hype. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. Hello. My Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person. I do run a course where I cover all 3 diets. And I don't just cover diets because that gets old. I like to talk about health, right? Like, why do you have chronic headaches? What are some remedies for chronic headaches? What type of headache? Estrogen dominance, thyroid issues, gallbladder issues, and how to adapt into ketosis land, or how to get off of the whole fat roller coaster and deal with your gallbladder and go to carbs. We talk about all of that there at Stephanie. You can sign up through stephanieperson.com. If you feel like you need help, you can book a consultation through stephanieperson.com. And I'm out because now I gotta edit this and all my alerts are going off. And I see how much my hands have gone through everything. Energy at 58, going on 59. Days counting, and I'm out. Peace.